Guys, chances is showing on Sonia Uche TV. Go and watch it. Don't get me. If you don't watch that film, if I catch that your data.
Welcome back for Unsolved Mysteryz, where we discuss all things Maurice, Sam, and Sonia Uche. We weren't even planning to drop a video yet, but some things huge have been going down right in front of everyone's eyes. And somehow, everyone seemed not to notice. The posts are right there, bold as daylight. Yet, the silence is deafening. Fans don't seem to get it, as they scroll past, like they're seeing and hearing background noise. And our fellow bloggers, pardon us if we're wrong, but based on what we've seen, nothing, nada, not a peep. We had to ask, weren't these posts juicy enough? Or were they too subtle? Either way, we're about to break them all down the way we see it. So, let's talk. So, not once, not twice, but 3 times now, to our knowledge, that Sonia Uche, one of Nollywood's most powerful leading ladies, has posted about the lyrics of the Save Me project by Kemi Adetiba and Tubaba. She didn't write the words, but she chose them. And for a star of her magnitude, choice matters. This is Sonia speaking to us, her fans, about the illusions of fame, the private battles she fights, and the pressures, both personal and public, that test even the strongest. Let's take a look at this song that Sonia repeatedly asked us to listen to, because we at Unsolved Mysteryz listened, and this is what we heard. We think we know people because of what we see in the media, but we don't. Here, Sonia is reminding us that the media version of a person's life is not the real one. For years, a staged narrative has dominated public perception. The real story, her story, is different, and the gap between the two is part of the strain. Even truth, stripped of context or exaggerated, becomes a lie. One comma can distort an entire story. Here we interpreted that without context. The public builds its own version of events. Sometimes, moments are cropped, timelines rearranged, and images spun into a reality that differs from hers. That kind of distortion may not just be random. Sometimes, it's deliberate. You can be the hero, the victim, and the villain in your own story. In the eyes of the public, Sonia is all three. Hero, for building one of Nollywood's most impressive careers. Victim, of a public story that sidelines her reality. Villain, to those who believe the illusion and misread her silence. In the background, certain dynamics, and yes, certain pressures, make speaking out far from simple. Our failures are not televised. His are. But we all fight private battles. This is a summary of line 4. So, how is this applicable to Sonia and Maurice? We believe this line refers to Maurice and the decoy's publicly visible debacle, while Sonia's struggles remain behind closed doors. Behind the glamour, she navigates the same challenges as any woman, protecting her personal life, with the added complexity of industry politics and background factors that can't always be addressed openly. If you've ever been judged by your family or friends, now multiply that by 100-fold. For Sonia, and also Maurice, that judgment comes from all sides. Family, peers, millions of fans, and an entire industry watching their every move. When you're a megastar, every silence and every post is interpreted. And when outside factors exist, that can affect how freely you move. That judgment becomes even heavier. And when there is nowhere left to stand, this isn't about losing her career. Sonia's star power is currently unshakable. It's about losing space to tell her own story, without it being twisted, overshadowed, or used against her. Some pressures are public, some are private, and some live in the shadows, influencing more than people realize. For us, this was her way of telling us that while the spotlight is bright, the shadows are real, and sometimes the ones in the shadows have more power than we think. Whether the power comes from knowledge, timing, or leverage, the effect is the same. It shapes the story the world sees. So, Sonia said a lot, and many did not see it. And in recent weeks, these are not the only posts that told us a lot, yet was missed by so many. This time she was in celebration mode, and this should have been hard to miss. Let's take a look. This post we're looking at now was made shortly after Sonia posted this. A post so short, so plain, so simple, it's no wonder it might have been overlooked. Note that the words are significant, and so are the emojis she used. And then there was this. The question is, what was she celebrating? Would you believe that what we have been seeing, unfolding before us from as far back as last October, and since the start of 2025, are the patterns that we always talk about? This is again a case of, if you know, you know. And while we're here, let us remember that Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche are a couple. They are married with a growing family. They are not in a competition. Rather, we have seen the many ways that they work together and support each other. It's time for us to remember how and why we came to love our favorites. It's time for us to revitalize the way we rally around them and be outspoken in our support of them. It's time for us as fans to not just simply ingest the things we see being posted, but instead to activate or reactivate our God-given brains, common sense, and life experiences to read beyond the layers of each post so that we can fully evaluate and understand contexts and meaning. If you haven't as yet, please subscribe to Maurice Sam TV, Sonia Uche TV, Premium Pictures Studios TV, Maurice Sam French TV, as well as to our channel, Unsolved Mysteryz. Until next time.